When it comes to drawing materials, do you need this or this? In this video, I'll try to answer all the questions that comes into your mind regarding the drawing materials. So let's dive right into it. A lot of people have been asking me to make a video tutorial on drawing from basics, so I thought of making a small series in the basics. So this is going to be the first video on drawing basics, and today I am going to talk about the drawing materials, which is the most important step of the drawing. But before getting started, let me tell you something. Whenever a beginner artist sees a very nice drawing done by other big artists, then he or she will ask that artist about the drawing materials they have been using or they use. So this question annoys that artist quite a lot because lot of people have been asking that question to them. But the most important thing is drawing material matters. It matters a lot. Drawing differs from materials to materials. But hey, if you have good drawing skills, you can draw anything in a good manner, even with the cheapest materials available in the market. And if you have no any skills in drawing, and if you are a very beginner, then there's no point in buying very expensive materials or going for the good quality materials at once, because you will end up with the same bad drawing and the crappy mistakes. So my request is, if you are an absolute beginner, start with whatever you have. You don't have to go for any expensive materials. Let's see the drawing materials one by one. The first thing that comes to your mind is a pencil. We normally use a graphite pencil in schools, colleges, and even in offices. But whenever it comes to drawing, you have a lot of choices. You can go for graphite pencil or charcoal pencil or color pencils, or if you don't like pencils, then you can go for brushes or pastel work or any other. But whichever medium you want to go, I suggest you to start with a graphite pencil, because you will start to understand drawing only after you draw simple basic structures, and that too in solid form, and that too with graphite pencil. This is the most easiest form, and you can draw anything you want in graphite pencil. So after a small progression in graphite pencil, then you can pick up any other medium you want. So let's talk more about graphite pencils. I have two brands of very cheap graphite pencils. One is Faber-Castell Black Matte, and another is Camlin drawing pencils. Both has 6 pencils and 6 different grades, and the price of both is 45 rupees each in Indian rupees. Every graphite pencil is graded with specific letter, and that is one H and another is B. H refers for hardness and B refers for blackness or black. If you look into bigger sets like Faber-Castell 9000 series and Mars Lumograph of 12 pencil set, you can see different grades. Here in Mars Lumograph you can see from 6B to 4H. 6B is the darkest and 4H is the lightest. So why is graphite pencil graded as H and B? To know that, we need to know how the lead of this pencil is manufactured. Actually, this is not lead, this is a mixture of graphite powder and clay or the binders. More the amount of graphite, darker is the pencil, and more the amount of binders, lighter is the pencil. The darker pencils are softer because they have less binders, and the harder pencils are more lighter because they have more binders and less graphite powders. If you buy bigger sets of pencils like this, you will have a lot of choice in using the scale or the pencil grades, so you can do better drawings. But it is not compulsory for you to buy such bigger sets. I had used this Faber-Castell 9000 series in the drawing of Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. I didn't spend much of the time in drawing head, so I spent about 2 or 3 hours in the head, in the face portion. So it does not look that good compared to the dress, because in this dress I spent more than 25 hours. Out of 27 hours, most of the time was consumed by this dress and then other parts of the body. So This Faber-Castell 9000 series is a very high quality pencil and it is generally preferred by portrait artists. When it comes to Staedtler Mars Lomograph, it is the most preferred pencil by most of the professional artists because it is the best quality of drawing pencil in graphite medium available. I have used this Staedtler Mars Lomograph to draw this pomegranate and this apple because it has not been long since I bought this pencil. Both of these pencils are very expensive and this Faber-Castell 9000 series costs around 600 and this Staedtler Mars Lomograph costs around 1000, actually more than 1000. So it is my request for you to start with whatever you have. You can start with the cheapest pencils like I showed you before. It costs only 45 rupees. The second thing you require is paper. You can use normal printing paper of A4 size like this in the beginning because it is pretty good for any kind of drawing if you are learning or if you are starting right now. But if you are good in drawing, then you can go for sketchbooks of normal price like this, which I bought in around 200 rupees. Or if you are very good in drawing or if you are trying to explore more and if you want to make your drawing look very nice, then you can go for this Strathmore 300 series smooth surface paper. This is pretty expensive because it is one of the finest paper available. Whenever it comes to paper, there are a lot of things you should know. Is it smooth paper or rough paper or medium surface paper? This roughness is determined by the tooth of paper. Papers can be classified in terms of manufacturing process also. Is it cold pressed or hot pressed? Hot pressed papers are smooth surface papers and cold pressed papers are rough surface papers because they have greater tooth and valley in the paper, in the surface of the paper. They can also be classified as cartridge paper or Bristol papers, ivory sheets or many other forms. It can also be classified in terms of the color of paper because you can go for white or toned paper. Toned paper are also available in different tones like grey tone or tan tone. Toned paper are very useful for beginner artists as well as professional artists because medium tone is already available in the paper, so you just have to give the contrast by drawing the darkest and the lightest parts, so it will make your work easier. One of the most important thing about the paper is its GSM. GSM of the paper is given in every sketchbook at the end of it or at the top of it. GSM refers to gram per square meter and it refers to the weightage of the paper. By knowing that GSM, you can imagine or you can think of the thickness and the weightage of the paper or the hardness of the paper. You can see this cartridge paper of A3 size having 145 GSM, which is quite thick and it is very good quality paper. But if you see this thickness compared to the Bristol boards, it is not that thick because when we come to this Strathmore Bristol paper, then it has 270 GSM. It is quite thick and you can't fold it or you can't make it round because it is very hard, and that's why this sketchbook is used by most of the professional artists. You can use this for your commissioned art and other stuff. So moving on to the next material, we have sharpener. You can use this normal sharpener or a mechanical sharpener where you have to rotate like this. This is quite expensive, so you can use this normal sharpener, or you can go for battery operated electric sharpeners, which are also quite expensive, but they work fine and they have lesser chance of breaking a pencil. Or you can use such knives or simple knives that you used to get in stationery to sharpen the pencil. The reason behind sharpening the pencil with knife is that you can expose much of the lead at once and you can draw very small details or vary the pressure while drawing, because more area of the lead will be exposed and the lesser pressure can be applied from the side of the pencil. Moving on to next material, we have eraser. You can use this normal eraser which you can get easily in the stationery, or you can use this kneaded eraser or kneadable eraser which you can change the shape like this. So it's like a rubber, actually not a rubber, like a chewing gum. The difference is this rubber eraser will produce the dust particles while you erase, and this kneadable eraser, it will just soak the graphite powder and it will not create any kind of dust on the paper, so your work will be very clean. And you can even change the shape and make it pointed like this, so it will help you to work on details. If you want to work on much more details, then you can use pencil erasers like this, which you can sharp into a pointed tip like a pencil, and you can work on your details. Or you can use Tombow Mono Gel eraser like this, which is like a mechanical pencil, and you can use this for much more details. The next material is blending stumps or paper stumps. If you don't know what it is tightly rolled paper and it is sharp to make a pointed end so that you can smudge the graphite powders onto the paper, so it will help your drawing to make it look smooth. Moving on to the next material, we have highlight materials. You can use either white gel pen or Uniposca white marker. It is quite expensive, so you can go for white gel pen. It is quite cheaper than the marker, so it comes in different size, 1 mm, 0.5 mm and 8 mm. You can use these highlight materials in small highlights. Next thing is we have tape. You can use this masking tape or this Scotch Magic tape, which is quite expensive, so you can go with this masking tape. A tape is very essential because if you have a sheet of paper and not a drawing pad, then the paper may move, so you have to fix this paper onto the table so that it does not move. This Scotch Magic tape is very useful in different stuffs, either fixing paper or for color pencil work, which I will talk in future videos. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the brush. So you might wonder, why should we use brush for a graphite pencil? But brush can be very helpful in blending things out while doing graphite drawing. People use tissue paper also, and some people use cotton buds also. That's all okay because you just want to make it smoother. So whatever the medium may be or whatever the tool may be, you just want it to be faster and smoother, so brush will help you a lot in that process. So these are just normal painting brush. I have cut this one into a pointed end so that I can brush in a small portion. And then another, I have this some kind of makeup brush. This is very helpful because it is very hard, and at the tip it is smooth, but this brush strokes, these are very, these hairs are these are very strong, so it won't bend over time, so that it is very nice one. And this, I usually use this for this cleaning this paper after erasing, and if anything happens like graphite powder and anything else. So this is it. So guys, I think I have covered most of the essentials for the drawing materials, and in other next videos I will talk about perspectives and stops, shadings, light and shadow, and everything else step by step, so that it will help for the beginners. So yeah, this is it for today. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and share this video if you like. See you in the next video.